Hi, everybody. This is Julie, founder of The Joy Source, the one who is encouraging you to find joy, to become joy, to live a life full of joy. And today, my talk is invite joy in. Because we all want to invite joy in. I think that's what the goal is or needs to be for a lot of us, or should I say everybody. So how many want to feel more joy? They want joy. They want to welcome it. And it all sounds great. And it goes just what I'm saying, invite joy in. And yet, many of us still seem to put up the walls, somehow self-sabotage, still make bad choices, so that joy is nowhere to be found. And if you don't make space for joy, that space gets filled up with bad habits and other things like frustration, anger, pity, regret. So make that space for joy. Be open and willing to welcome it in. So I'm going to talk to you about that today. Thanks for joining me. So if you only have a little bit of time today and you're listening to me, let this be a reminder to just focus today on inviting joy into your life. And it starts the minute you wake up. What do you tell yourself? 12 hours more and then I can go back to bed. Or, I hate where I am in my life. I'm already tired. I hate my life. What is it? Or do you wake up and say, I'm ready for this day. Bring it on. I feel good. I feel grateful. I'm going to give it my best today. And that's a great place to be in of, I'm going to give it my best. What is your focus on the day? From the minute you wake up, is it anger from yesterday? Are you frustrated about something that happened a month ago that you're still carrying around with you? Are you hurt? Are you bitter from something that happened 5 years ago and every morning you wake up with it? Are you still tired from the holidays that were 5 months ago? So I want you to think about when you wake up, how can I get joy from today? I'm going to give it my best, and I'm going to find joy in something around me today. So the fact that you just wake up in the morning is joyful in itself. But how do you find it? And first, it's by changing those words around to, yes, I can. Yes, I'm capable. I'm ready. I can do this, right? We already know how not to feel good. We don't sleep good. We don't sleep enough. We body shame. Oh, this body, I don't feel good. I'm too thin. I'm too fat. We're not organized. We do a lot of negative self-talk. We have poor time management skills, right? Think about where your mental energy goes throughout the day. That's what I want you to think about today as well. Where do you spend a lot of it? In your head, where does it go? Is it anger? Are you frustrated? Are you sad? Things aren't good enough. They never are good enough. Where are you putting all of that? Can you imagine if you freed up that space and focused on the positive and directed it to the positive? Could you imagine what you can accomplish in a day if you did that? And I just did a podcast on goals and dreams, and it kind of goes right to that. If you're in a place of, I can't wait to just go back to bed. I hate myself. I hate my life. It's hard to think ahead of setting goals, of dreaming big. Right? So I want you to get to a place where you're focused more on the positive. And some of that starts with being grateful from the minute you wake up and reminding yourself, I am just going to give it the best that I can be today. That's all. And imagine all of that good energy focusing on what brings you joy. Because I do hear all the excuses. I work with a lot of people all the time, and I hear it. I'm just tired. All I do is work. I can't remember the last time I had fun. I'm just a mom taxi, or they just want me here just to pay the bills. Maybe when I'm retired, I will do whatever it is that I want to do. Chapter 4 of my book, The Right Time is Right Now, says, do I regularly participate in activities that bring me joy? Now, before you give me a big yes, I want you to note the word regularly. So it means often, like weekly, not just one weekend out of the year, 1 week out of the year. What do you do regularly? And as adults, many of us let that stuff go. It becomes all about, especially if you have kids, it's all about the kids. They're getting lots of joy. I'm pretty positive that if you are the caretaker, you are making sure everybody else is happy. They're in their activities, their hobbies, and we kind of push ourselves aside and say, no, maybe another time. But you need it now. You want that joy now. Again, if you don't have that filling up space within your soul, your mind, body, spirit, other stuff gets stuck in there. Other stuff that's not as positive and will not get you to that good place, will not encourage you to be your best. So it's your time right now to think about, what do I want to do that will bring me joy? What are the hobbies that I really enjoy doing? And when did I give that up? And many folks know when they gave it up. Oh, I gave it up once the kids were born and everything just became about the kids. Or, other points when I started my full-time job, the things that I used to love, I realized I didn't have time. So I wrote in my book, and I enjoyed writing this chapter because I do think that there's a way for adults that sometimes we think, should I still be doing this? Should I still be on this bowling league when I have commitments back home? Should I still do my traveling or my going out with my friends or going to sports games that I love? Yes, you should be. There's a balance. And we hear that all the time, work-life balance. But there's a balance in your life. If you're giving everything to everybody around you and you're not having any fun, I'm going to assume you're not feeling very joyful right now. So I wrote in my book this part about it's called the giving up. And that's what I feel like happens at times as adults. We just kind of give up. We just let go of those things that we used to do. Maybe because it just takes way too much coordination. We have to find babysitters. We have to call our friends and try to coordinate when's the best day, but they have commitments and they need to find a babysitter or whatever it is. I understand it. It's understandable. It's the giving up. I'm just going to wait for another time. So I want you to fight for it. That sense of giving up also means you give up a part of you in that joy that needs to resonate within you so that you feel good every day waking up. It's not, I'm tired. It's, I feel good. I want to give it my all today. I'm ready. I'm feeling grateful, and I'm doing a lot of things that fill my soul with joy. That's the place I want you to. So if you're in this place of, hey, I gave up a long time ago. And sometimes when I am meeting friends, one of my best friends lives in another state. It takes us many tries to get together. Many tries, many cancellations. Usually the cancellation rate, maybe 3 times before we actually see each other. But each time we reschedule and it's worth it. We both just don't say, forget it. It's just not worth it. It is a lot of work. But once we get there, we say, I'm so glad I spent a couple hours with my best friend. Isn't that the best medicine? It fills me with such joy. And that's really goes for anything else that you find in your life. You want to maximize joy every day. What can that be? What are those activities you used to love to do? And maybe there's some activities right now that you're doing that offer you nothing. You just keep doing them out of habit, go to the same place. It offers you nothing, but you keep doing it. Maybe now is a great point in your life to reassess. What no longer serves me? What do I need to eliminate? What do I need to let go of so that I can pursue something that will offer me more, that will give me more life satisfaction? It's important every once in a while, folks, to reassess. How is your life doing? And again, ditch those phones, sit in reflection, sit back and just think. How am I doing? Am I doing enough that makes me happy? What are those things that you love to do, those activities, those hobbies? Maybe it's something new that you want to start. You never tried before. Try it. So we talked about the giving up. Let's talk about the taking back. Yes, those are fighting words, huh? Well, it's taking back. It's not always easy to put back those things that you love, especially if your schedule is busy. I understand a lot of us, we're busy. Okay, but there has to be some time in there for you. So put in the effort. This is what I'm going to say. Find something you want to do that makes you happy. And it might be trial and error. It might be many things. You try, you start, you don't like. That's not the end. Keep trying. There's something out there that you're going to love to do that brings you a lot of joy. And second, persevere. Keep at it. Find a way to make it happen. Whether it's trying to find some good babysitters so that you can get out, find a good gym. Maybe it's certain workout classes that you want to try to find. You have to try many till it actually fits. Try it. Do it. And you have to plan for it. You have to schedule you into your schedule. I know it sounds weird, but block off some time that just has your name in your schedule. Oh, that's right. This is my time. Yes, this hour here, this is my time. And I find when you commit to something, whether it's meeting with friends or committing to a exercise class or committing to learning a new skill, you want to make it happen. And if you don't plan for it, it doesn't. So when you kind of say, oh, well, if we have time, let's do it. So chances are you're not going to have that time because someone else will always find something for you to be doing. So you have to kind of put a stake in the ground to say, no, this is my time. I'm going to put the effort in. I'm going to try to be consistent with it. I've got to plan for my fun or it just doesn't happen. And you want to make sure it is fun for you. And it's challenging, but fun. And it offers you the rewards that you're seeking. It's not just what your friend wants to do or your spouse or your lover. It is something that feeds you from the inside out. And you glow when you do it. You get excited to do it. Think about that place of loving what you're doing so much that you're glowing, that you're excited. That's the place I want you to be in. Now, can we be in it all the time? No, but it lingers with you after it's done. That's the beauty of it. When I think about exercise, you feel good days later. Think about being with friends and laughing. It feels so good. And you carry that spirit of joy with you. Think about those vacations you've been on. I am still living off my Cape Cod vacation from last summer. It was just the perfect week of sunny weather, which, can be rare in New England. Perfect hot sunny week. The beach water, it was warm, and we were all together, and we just had the best time, and I still am living off that. So I want that for you. I want that for every listener who's listening today. I want you to have not only those great vacations, because you can still have that in a staycation, of course, doing things around your home, carving out that space for you. But when you're doing what you love, you're glowing. No matter where you are in your life, you can always find a new hobby. You can always find places to go that you feel nourished and content, and you want to get excited about it. You want to make sure that you don't get stuck in, this is not for me, I don't feel good, I hate where I am in my life. You want to turn that around to say, well, I'm going to change it. Okay. And sometimes you just need to break the routine. Sometimes you have to pick up and try something new, do something different. Sometimes that's what you need. You need to do more of what makes you feel good and less of what makes you feel bad. And some of us have obligatory, commitments that we have to do that don't always feel great, but that's just a small piece of it. There's a lot of time to feel good, but so many of us just choose, yes, your choice. We choose just not to feel good. We choose to do the same routine. We choose to be in this rut with a mindset that says, I'm never going to find joy. Joy will never find me. I want it to invade you. I want joy to saturate every ounce in your being. I want you to radiate joy. I want you to be that bright light for other people. But you have to go out and find it and nourish your soul in whatever, and it could be different for everybody, as I know it is. So you have to find it. And sometimes that's hard for folks who just get kind of stuck in thinking, I got to take the risk. I got to get out there and try new things. But it is so worth it. So I want today's message to motivate you, thinking in your head, what am I going to do for myself today that's going to bring me joy? How am I going to nourish my soul today? What can I do? I want joy to take root within me. So all the other emotions that will not serve me don't take that place first. And then there's no room for joy. Don't self-sabotage. I know you want it, but then you move in the opposite direction. Okay? So today's message, I'm going to invite joy in with open arms. I want to be open and ready to welcome joy in. I want you to be